How's it going, everyone? I want to cover a lot of PlayStation news and updates in this video. One of the upcoming PS5 console exclusives that I am very much looking forward to, Helldivers 2 potentially has its release date window leaked. We'll talk all about that. Bit of an update on PlayStation Plus freebie Dreams. It gets an update, and again, if you're an Essential subscriber, you can download that right now, and I would highly recommend you to do so. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but first of all, Helldivers 2 PlayStation 5 release date window potentially leaked. Insider Gaming, which claims to have gotten a hold of Sony partnership Mission Briefing, claims that the document asked creators to mention that the game will be released in October. An exact date has not been mentioned for Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 coming from Arrowhead Studios, not a first-party Sony studio. However, when you talk about acquisitions that Sony could potentially do, Arrowhead is exactly the type of studio that I think would fit nicely into the PlayStation portfolio of studios that they have. I don't think Sony, outside of potentially maybe Square Enix, given that they do so many exclusivity deals, is going to be out here trying to acquire big publishers like a Bethesda, like an Activision. They probably don't have the immense amount of capital to do that, at least strategically do that. So an Arrowhead makes a lot more sense to me. Helldivers 2 will be a PS5 console exclusive, much like Helldivers 1, and I loved Helldivers 1. I thought it was an over-the-top, high-octane, fast-paced multiplayer title. It was so much fun in cooperative play, and Helldivers 2 definitely a step up from Helldivers 1, and if it comes out in October, I think this could be a really nice title for the fall. However, October is also, boy oh boy, a month filled with competition when you're talking about Spider-Man, you're talking about Alan Wake 2, you're talking about Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm probably missing like 84 million titles in that month as well. Lords of the Fallen as well. Does Helldivers 2 really need to come out in October? I think it would be beneficial for it to come out in September or December even. Excuse me, November or December. September would be a little bit too quick of a turnaround. Nonetheless, October is also a month. You have Spider-Man 2, you have your own major exclusive. You would like to put the marketing push behind that, but I remember going back to like 2009, there was like a 3-week span, and I remember 2009 so vividly because it was probably one of my favorite years of being a PlayStation owner, PlayStation 3 that year. You had the release of like Ratchet & Clank, Future, Crack in Time, Demon's Souls, as well as Uncharted 2 in the span of like 3 weeks. So it's like, if I've been through that, bro, I can handle getting Helldivers 2 and Spider-Man 2 in the span of like 2 to 3 weeks. Don't get it twisted there, but I just think, you know, thinking about it objectively, a lot of people are going to be busy with Spider-Man, a lot of people are going to be busy with Assassin's Creed, a lot of people are going to be busy with a lot of those other games coming out that month. Alan Wake 2 as well. Helldivers 2, I think, could get a little bit of a push into November and December, and ultimately that'll be beneficial for the game itself. Going back to the PlayStation Showcase, it was so jarring to me how Sony structured that event. Like, that event was garbage, it was god-awful, but it was also how they structured that event. Why did they open with a game? I think it was fair game right out the gate as their big, you know, kickoff to the PlayStation Showcase. A game that got a CG trailer that nobody cared about. Nobody has any interest in that game because, frankly, we don't know what that game is. And then right after that, you had a nice gameplay reveal trailer for Helldivers 2. Why didn't they put all of the attention on Helldivers 2? Because I think this is a game that people should be excited for. It is a multiplayer title, which Sony has been lacking in terms of big multiplayer games. Helldivers 2 is something that I really think they could put the promotional muscle behind, and it could do really, really well. At least that is my hope, and I'm happy that it's coming to PC and PlayStation 5 day and date, and I think that's going to offer a lot of longevity to the game. It's just, hopefully people check it out. I am curious to know what the price point is going to be. I believe Helldivers 1 launched at $19.99. Very much doubt that Helldivers 2 will be $19.99. Let's be honest, this game is a significant step up from Helldivers 1. I imagine that it's going to be $39.99, maybe even $49.99. I don't think it's going to be a full $70, but we'll see how ultimately the price turns out. But Helldivers 2, I'm telling you guys, have this one on your radar. Even if you didn't play the first Helldivers, if you got a couple of buddies to jump into a game with, Helldivers 2 I think could be a really nice one and be a real surprising title for 2023. You know, Spider-Man 2, we all know that's going to be a game that's going to do gangbuster numbers, that's going to do really, really well. But Helldivers 2, I'm a little bit more skeptical about how it's going to be received commercially. I think Arrowhead's going to do a good job on the game in terms of game quality, but is it going to be a game a ton of people check out? I don't know, and that's why I do think that you got to be a little bit strategic. first of all, when you drop this game, because if it's October, that's gonna be a little rough with all the other games coming out. And second of all, I think they could have done a better job of spotlighting this game at the PlayStation Showcase. Given how terrible that event was, I think Helldivers 2 could have used a bit more of a spotlight and really gotten the word out about the game. But that's just my 2 cents, and maybe some of you guys are sick and tired of me continually crapping on the PlayStation Showcase that happened like 2 months ago. But I digress. There you go with that. Moving on from that, I do also want to note that Dreams and its trend update arrive on PlayStation Plus, and it is available right now. Dropped on August 1st. PlayStation blog post had a note on it. It's a big day in the Dreamverse, folks. Try not to go off the rail with excitement as we reveal that our arcade puzzler trend will be pulling into the station exclusively in Dreams on August the 1st. On top of that, Dreams will also be coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog available right now, so go check it out. Good news for all budding then. We're trying to keep our composure as our latest original has been an absolute labor of love from us here at Media Molecule. This is by far the biggest creation that Media Molecule has released since the initial launch of Dreams way back in 2020. Still, you might be asking what even is Trend. Well, we'll use some Beachcore marketing speak. Trend is a remarkable toy engine that challenges you to solve a series of puzzles by getting it from one end of the track to the other. Sound easy? You might think otherwise once you're faced with the flips, tricks, and acrobatic feats required to complete some truly wild tracks. It's a nostalgia trip. We first revealed Trend back in 2021 at our in-game community convention, Dreamscom, and it's only grown in scale and ambition since. Trend began life as a brainchild of our creative director, John Beach, who saw potential of using Dreams to create an ode to his childhood. At its heart, Trend is a game all about the joy of play. After all, while we all have to grow up eventually, you don't have to lose that spark of childlike wonder. John's got a statement on the PlayStation blog, so you can go check that out for yourself. With the release of Trend, we've also included a new kit feature featuring over 550 elements which you can play around with to make your very own Trend tracks. And as a part of the play and edit feature in the template, you can alter any of our tracks to create your own delightfully devilish challenges for other players to sweat through. Trend's a really personal game for everyone on the Trend team, and they've worked so hard to capture the feeling of being a kid, opening up a new toy. We hope it fills you with the same spirit of wonder that we all felt the first time we saw it. You can make some devious tracks in the game as well, and as you can see here, Trend tracks can quickly go off the rails as well. As if it wasn't enough, again, Dreams will be available as a PlayStation Plus Essential subscriber, and you can redeem it from August 1st until September 4th. Once it's in your library, you guys know it is there forever. And it was also noted that Dreams will come to the PlayStation Plus game catalog for extra and premium members starting August 15th. So, like, even if you aren't a Plus subscriber now, if in the future you do subscribe to Plus Premium or Extra, the game will be available in that catalog as well. So kind of a waste of the Plus Extra catalog, at least one slot, but hopefully the rest of the roster of games for Plus Extra in the month of August is quite good. And, you know, they kind of have to make it good given that a lot of people's year subscription is now coming up, and they're probably deciding on whether or not they're going to retain their subscription. So it's really imperative that they offer a solid catalog of games. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Helldivers 2 PlayStation 5 release date window potentially leaked. Possibly October. Don't know how good of an idea that is. I'm really excited for the game and hoping it turns out well, does well critically and commercially. But October is just slam-packed with games, and I don't know how wise it would be to drop it then. And Dreams update with the Trend update did already drop, available on Plus Essential right now. Go check that out if you're interested. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.